I fell in love with his brother. My name is Vivian. I married the wrong brother. Now, I see the right one every Sunday. This is my story. It is a story about love. It is a story about mistakes. It is a story about finding the truth. I want to tell you this story because maybe you are like me. Maybe you think you know what love is, but maybe you are wrong. I am 26 years old. I live in a big city. The buildings are tall. The cars are loud. Many people live here, but I often feel alone. Do you know that feeling? You can be in a room full of people, but you feel alone. That was my life. Let me tell you how it started. 4 years ago, I was 22. I was young. I was a student. I studied art. I liked to paint. I liked beautiful colors. I wanted a beautiful life. I did not have much money. My family was poor. We were happy, but we struggled. I worked in a small coffee shop. I made coffee every day. It was hard work. My feet hurt, my back hurt. One day, a man came into the shop. His name was Mark. Mark was handsome. He was tall. He wore a blue suit. He looked like a movie star. He looked rich. He looked important. When he walked in, everyone looked at him. He ordered a black coffee. I gave it to him. He smiled at me. "Thank you," he said. His voice was deep. It sounded confident. My heart beat fast. I was shy. I looked down. "You are welcome," I whispered. He came back the next day, and the next day. He always ordered black coffee. He always talked to me. He asked me questions. "What is your name?" he asked. "Vivian," I said. "That is a beautiful name," he said. I blushed. My face felt hot. I was not used to compliments. Mark was 10 years older than me. He was 32. He was a businessman. He had a big company. He had a nice car. He had a big house. He started to bring me gifts. One day, he brought me flowers. Red roses. They were beautiful. Another day, he brought me a box of chocolates. "You work too hard," he told me. "You deserve nice things." I thought he was a prince. I thought he was perfect. I thought he loved me. And I thought I loved him. We dated for 6 months. It was like a dream. We went to expensive restaurants. We ate fancy food. I wore nice dresses. Mark bought them for me. I felt like a princess. My friends told me, "Vivian, you are so lucky. Mark is perfect. He is rich. He is handsome. Marry him." My mother told me, "Vivian, this is a good chance. You will be safe with him. You will not be poor." I listened to them. I wanted to be safe. I wanted to be happy. One night, Mark took me to a very expensive place. We had dinner on a roof. We could see the whole city. The lights were shining. It was magical. Mark kneeled down. He held a small box. Inside was a ring. A big diamond ring. "Vivian, will you marry me?" he asked. I looked at the ring. I looked at Mark. I thought about my life. I thought about the coffee shop. I thought about my tired feet. "Yes," I said. "Yes, I will marry you." We got married 2 months later. It was a big wedding. There were many people. There were many flowers. I wore a white dress. It cost a lot of money. Everyone said I was beautiful. Mark looked handsome in his suit. But on my wedding day, I felt something strange. I felt cold. My hands were shaking, not because I was happy, but because I was scared. I looked at Mark. He was talking on his phone. He was working on our wedding day. "Mark," I said, "please put the phone away." He looked at me. He looked annoyed. "Vivian, this is important. It is business. I need to make money for us." "Okay," I said. I was quiet. That was the first sign. But I ignored it. I thought, he works hard for me. He loves me. We moved into his big house. It was huge. It had 6 bedrooms. It had a big garden. It had a swimming pool. But it was empty. Mark went to work early in the morning. He came home late at night. Sometimes I did not see him for 2 days. I stopped working at the coffee shop. Mark said, "You do not need to work. I have money. You stay home. You relax." So I stayed home. I had nothing to do. I walked from room to room. I looked at the paintings on the wall. They were expensive, but they were not beautiful to me. They were cold. I tried to talk to Mark when he came home. "How was your day?" I asked. "Busy," he said. He did not look at me. He looked at the TV, or he looked at his phone. "I painted a picture today," I said. "Do you want to see it?" "Not now, Vivian. I am tired," he said. He bought me gifts. He bought me jewelry. He bought me bags. He thought gifts were love. But he did not give me his time. He did not give me his heart. I was lonely. I was a rich wife, but I was lonely. I cried in the big bathroom. The tears fell on the marble floor. No one heard me. Then the Sundays started. Every Sunday, we went to Mark's mother's house for lunch. It was a family tradition. Mark's mother, Mrs. Robinson, was a strict woman. She liked things to be perfect. "Vivian, sit straight," she said. "Vivian, eat your soup nicely." I tried to be good. I tried to be the perfect wife. This is where I met David. David is Mark's younger brother. He is 28 years old. He is not like Mark. Mark is tall and broad. David is a little shorter and slimmer. Mark wears suits. David wears jeans and soft sweaters. Mark has cold eyes. David has warm brown eyes. Mark speaks loud. David speaks soft. The first time I met David, I was in Mrs. Robinson's kitchen. I was trying to help with the dishes. I was nervous. I dropped a spoon. It made a loud noise. Clang. "Oh no," I whispered. I was scared Mrs. Robinson would be angry. Then a man walked in. It was David. He saw the spoon on the floor. He saw my scared face. He smiled. It was a kind smile. It made his eyes crinkle at the corners. "Don't worry," he said. "It is just a spoon. It is not broken." He picked up the spoon. He washed it in the sink. "Hi," he said. "I am David, Mark's brother." "I am Vivian," I said, "Mark's wife." "I know," he said. "Nice to meet you, Vivian." He looked at me. He really looked at me. He did not look at my expensive dress. He looked into my eyes. "Are you okay?" he asked. "Yes," I lied. "I am fine." "You look a little sad," he said gently. "Do you want some water?" "Yes, please," I said. He gave me a glass of water. He did not rush. He stood there with me. The kitchen was quiet. For the first time in a long time, I felt calm. "Thank you, David," I said. "You are welcome," he said. We went to the dining room. We ate lunch. Mark talked about business. He talked about money. He talked about his new car. "I made a big deal yesterday," Mark said. "I am going to make millions." Mrs. Robinson clapped. "Good job, Mark. You are a good son." David sat quietly. He ate his food. "What about you, David?" Mark asked. He sounded like he was making fun of him. "How is your little library?" David worked in a library. He loved books. He did not make much money. "It is good," David said. "We got some new history books. I am reading a good one." Mark laughed. Books don't make money, David. You need to be smart like me." I felt angry. Why was Mark so mean? David was nice. David was smart too, just different. I looked at David. He looked down at his plate. He looked hurt. I wanted to say something. "I like books," I said suddenly. Everyone looked at me. The room was silent. "I like to read," I said. "It is interesting." David looked up. He smiled at me. "I can lend you the book, Vivian, if you want." "I would like that," I said. Mark rolled his eyes. "Don't waste your time, Vivian. You have better things to do." But I did not listen to Mark. After lunch, David gave me the book. It was a story about a traveler. "Tell me what you think," David said. "I will," I said. That was the beginning. Every Sunday, I looked forward to the lunch. I did not care about the food. I did not care about Mrs. Robinson. I did not care about Mark's bragging. I wanted to see David. David was my friend. In a world of cold people, he was warm. One Sunday, it was raining. Mark was in the living room watching sports on TV. I went to the porch. I wanted to smell the rain. David was there. He was sitting on a bench. He was watching the rain, too. "Hello, Vivian," he said. "Hi, David," I said. I sat next to him. Not too close, but close enough to feel his warmth. "Did you finish the book?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "I loved it. I cried at the end." "I cried too," he admitted. I was surprised. Mark never cried. Mark said crying was for weak people. "You cried?" I asked. "Yes," David said. "It is okay to cry. It means you have a heart." My heart felt heavy. I looked at David. He was so kind. He understood feelings. "Mark never cries," I said softly. David sighed. "Mark is different. He thinks feelings are a distraction. He wants to win. He always wants to win." "Is that why he married me?" I asked. The question just came out. I did not plan to say it. David looked at me. His eyes were sad. "I think Mark loves you in his own way, Vivian. But he loves possessing things. He likes to have the best house, the best car, the most beautiful wife. I felt a tear run down my cheek. I am just a thing to him, like a vase or a car. David reached out. He touched my hand. His hand was warm. You are not a thing, Vivian. You are a person. You are smart. You are kind. You are talented. How do you know? I asked. You barely know me. I see you, David said. I watch you every Sunday. I see how you listen. I see how you look at the garden. I see how you try to be happy. I looked at our hands. His hand was on mine. It felt right. It felt safe. I am so lonely, David, I whispered. I know, he said. I am sorry. We sat there for a long time. The rain fell. The air was cool, but I felt a fire inside me. I realized something scary. I liked David. I liked him more than a friend. I liked him more than my husband. I pulled my hand away. I should go inside, I said. Mark will be looking for me. Okay, David said. He did not move. I went inside. My heart was beating very fast. I looked at Mark. He was shouting at the TV. His team was losing. He looked angry. He did not look at me. I went to the bathroom and washed my face. I looked in the mirror. You are a married woman, I told myself. You cannot love his brother. It is wrong. But the heart does not follow rules. The heart does what it wants. Weeks passed. My life became a cycle. Monday to Saturday, I was lonely in the big house. Sunday, I saw David. Sunday was the only day I was alive. David and I started to talk more. We talked about art. We talked about dreams. What is your dream, Vivian? He asked one day. We were walking in the garden after lunch. I want to paint again, I said. I want to have a small studio. I want to make things. Why don't you? He asked. Mark says it makes a mess, I said. He says art is a waste of time. David stopped walking. He looked angry. That is not true. Art is important. It is your soul. You should paint, Vivian. Do it for yourself. His words gave me courage. The next day, I bought some paints. I hid them in the guest room. When Mark was at work, I painted. I painted flowers. I painted the rain. I painted a pair of warm, brown eyes. I felt happy when I painted. I felt like myself. Then my birthday came. I turned 23. I woke up in the morning. I waited for Mark to say, "Happy birthday." He was getting dressed. He put on his tie. "Have a good day," he said. He grabbed his briefcase. "Mark," I said, "do you know what day it is?" He stopped. He looked at his watch. "It is Tuesday." "Why?" He forgot. He forgot my birthday. "Nothing," I said. My voice was small. "Have a good day." He left. I sat on the bed. I did not cry. I was too tired to cry. I was used to it. I spent the day alone. I ordered a small cake for myself. I sang "Happy Birthday" to myself in the empty kitchen. In the evening, the doorbell rang. I opened it. It was a delivery man. He had a big box. "Package for Vivian," he said. I took the box. It was from Mark's office. There was a note. Vivian, my secretary, told me it is your birthday. Happy birthday. Buy yourself something nice. Mark. Inside the box was a credit card. No gift, no card, just a credit card. He did not even write the note himself. His secretary did it. I threw the card on the table. I felt sick. Then the doorbell rang again. I opened it. It was David. He was standing in the rain. He was holding a small package wrapped in brown paper. He looked wet. David, I said, what are you doing here? Happy birthday, Vivian, he said. He was out of breath. I wanted to give this to you. You came all the way here, I asked. It was a long drive. Yes, he said. Come in, I said, please. He came in. He stood in the hallway. He did not want to make the floor wet. Here, he said. He gave me the package. I opened it. My hands were shaking. Inside was a sketchbook. A beautiful leather sketchbook. And a set of very expensive paints. I remembered you said you wanted to paint, he said shyly. I thought you might like this. I looked at the gift. Then I looked at David. He remembered, he listened. He cared. I started to cry. I could not stop. All the sadness came out. Vivian, David looked worried. Did I do something wrong? Do you not like it? No, I sobbed. I love it. It is the best gift I ever got. I dropped the book on the table and I hugged him. I hugged him tight. I buried my face in his wet coat. He smelled like rain and old books. He smelled like home. He hesitated for a second. Then he hugged me back. His arms were strong. He held me. He stroked my hair. It's okay, he whispered. It's okay. We stood there for a long time. I felt his heart beating. It was beating fast, just like mine. I pulled back. I looked at his face. He looked at my lips. I wanted to kiss him. I wanted to kiss him so much. But I stopped. I was married. Mark was his brother. We could not do this. David, I whispered. I can't. David stepped back. He looked sad, but he nodded. I know. I am sorry, Vivian. I should not have come. No, I said. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel special. You are special, he said. Never forget that. He turned and left. He walked back into the rain. I closed the door. I leaned against it. I knew the truth now. I loved David. I did not love Mark. I made a mistake. I married the wrong brother. The next few months were very hard. I tried to be a good wife, but I could not look at Mark the same way. Every time he ignored me, every time he was cold, I thought of David. I thought of David's kindness. I saw David every Sunday. It was painful. We did not touch. We did not talk about the birthday, but we knew. We looked at each other across the table, and we knew. Mark started to notice something. Why are you always looking at David? He asked one night. I am not, I said. You talk to him a lot, Mark said. He sounded jealous. He is a loser, Vivian. He works in a library. He has nothing. He is kind, I said. He listens. Mark laughed. A cold, hard laugh. Kindness does not pay the bills, Vivian. Look at this house. Look at your clothes. I gave you this. I don't care about the house, I shouted. I don't care about the clothes. I am lonely, Mark. I am unhappy. Mark looked shocked. I never shouted. You are ungrateful, he said. Go to your room. I went to my room. I packed a bag. I could not do this anymore. I could not live in a golden cage. I could not live without love. And I could not lie to myself. I did not go to David. That would be wrong. I had to leave Mark for me, not for David. I had to be strong. I left the house the next morning. Mark was at work. I left the credit cards. I left the jewelry. I left the expensive clothes. I took only my simple clothes and my painting supplies, and the sketchbook David gave me. I moved into a small apartment. It was tiny. It had one room. The faucet leaked. The walls were thin, but it was mine. I got a job at a flower shop. I worked hard. My hands got dirty. My feet hurt again. But I was free. I started to paint. I painted every evening. I painted my feelings. I painted my new life. I sent divorce papers to Mark. He was angry. He called me. He yelled. But I did not go back. I deserve to be loved, I told him. And you deserve a wife who loves you. I am not that woman. 3 months passed. I did not see David. I missed him. My heart ached for him. But I needed to heal. I needed to know who I was without a husband. One Sunday, I was walking in the park. The sun was shining. I was wearing a simple yellow dress. I felt light. I saw a man sitting on a bench. He was reading a book. My heart stopped. It was David. He looked up. He saw me. He stood up. He dropped his book. Vivian, he said. I walked towards him. Hi, David. I heard, he said. I heard you left Mark. Yes, I said, I did. Are you okay? He asked. Always the same question. Are you okay? I am better than okay, I said. I am happy. I am poor, but I am happy. He smiled, the warm smile I loved. I missed you, Vivian. I missed you too, I said. He took a step closer. Is it too soon, he asked, to ask you for coffee? I laughed. It was a real laugh. No, it is not too soon. We walked to a small cafe. We drank coffee. We talked for hours. We talked about books. We talked about life. We talked about us. It was not easy. Mark was still his brother. It was complicated. His family was angry. Mrs. Robinson did not want to speak to me. But we did not care. We took it slow. We dated. We went to the movies. We cooked dinner in my small apartment. David helped me paint my walls. I fell in love with him every day. I loved his kindness. I loved his laugh. I loved his simple heart. Money is nice. A big house is nice. But love is better. Being heard is better. Being seen is better. I married the wrong brother first. It was a mistake, but I learned from it. I learned that I am strong. I learned that I cannot buy happiness. Now it is 2 years later. I am still with David. We are not married yet. We are not in a rush. We are happy just being together. We live in a small house with a big garden. I paint in the morning. David works in the library. In the evening, we cook together. We read books. We talk. Every Sunday, we have our own tradition. We do not go to a big, fancy lunch. We have a picnic in the garden. Just David and me. Sometimes, life takes you on a strange road. Sometimes, you make a wrong turn. You choose the wrong person. You choose the wrong life. But it is never too late. You can turn around. You can find your way. I looked for Prince, and I found a cold statue. Then I looked for a friend, and I found my true love. If you are in a place where you are not happy, listen to me. You can change it. You can leave the big house. You can leave the bad relationship. It is scary. I know it is scary. But the sun is brighter on the other side. My name is Vivian. I loved the wrong brother first, but now I love the right one. And finally, I love myself too. That is the most important love of all. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you. Remember, you deserve to be happy. You deserve true love. Keep going. You can do it.